Hello, 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 my lovelies. Hello, Sandra. How are you? Thank you for tuning in and listening. How's everybody doing today? Are you on your lunch break? Have you got you something to eat? Make sure it's healthy, preferably organic. But if not, hey, I'm not going to tell on you. So, what's everybody been doing? Me, nothing. Taking care of two sweet little boys who are now back at school. So, I'm just kind of sitting here, hanging out, being chill. I was playing with the little puppy earlier. She's so fat. I call her Fat Mama. She's huge. To be one little bitty puppy. Mm. And Sassy, my girl, she's over here behind me, sound asleep. And chilling just like her mom. But I haven't been up to much of nothing. I did talk to a guy the other day. He has I think it's a master's degree. I'm not sure, but I do think it's a master's if I remember correctly. And about several years ago, he had actually applied to work at CERN. Yes, the CERN. Hey, Mischievous, how are you? Good to see you. Well, anyway, he told me there is a over 5-year waiting list to be hired on at CERN. And he waited about 5 years. They flew him over, and I can't tell everything we talked about, but I will say that I asked him, I said, well, what is this conspiracy theory about, it opening gates? I mean, we talked about the scientificness of it and blah, 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 but I said, just in layman's terms, what about, is CERN really unlocking gates? He said, hun, they've been doing that for years. I said, do you have proof? And he said, yep. I said, may I see it? He said, I tell you what, one day when you come over to my house, he said, I will personally show you them. He said, however, there can be no cameras, no phones, and you'll have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. I said, okay, that's fine with me. NDA, have no problem with that one. I said, but I just want to know for myself, personally for myself, do you have proof of any of this? He said, yes, I do. I said, okay. So I'm going to try to eventually talk him into maybe doing a show if I can, because he is an absolute whiz. I'm telling you, he is a genius. And he has traveled, I think out of all the states, 32 of them so far. He's done a lot of work, and we were talking about like the, hydrogliders and just all types of stuff. And he was telling me that they are building a new one. And he told me where, and I checked into it, and it does check out. Um, but he did say though that, and that was with him having a pretty high clearance of things and a pretty good background degree. 5-year waiting list, a 5-year waiting list. He said, and that was the fast route. That was fast track. And I was, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm on my phone. But I was thinking, good grief. Just imagine some of the other ones that's even above him. But he said, yes, it is true. He said a lot of the conspiracy theories that people think are just conspiracy theories are not just conspiracy theories. He said that a lot of it is factual, a lot of it is truth based. They may have some details wrong. However, he said that I'm gonna call him Mr. D, and it's the letter D. It begins for his first name. Um, Mr. D guaranteed me though that there have been gates already opened. He said he was not privy to exactly the details about them, except for the one that he personally witnessed. He said he had to write a whole report about it, about what he witnessed, how did it affect anybody, who they lost, who they didn't lose, blah blah blah. Um, but he said it is true, and he called them stargates, is what he called them. He didn't call them necessarily portals, or he first originally referred to them as stargates, and then he just started calling them gates for short. So hopefully, cross my fingers, I can, because he's a very private person. He's very, very private. He rarely leaves his home. He has tons of money. Rarely leaves his home. Doesn't have friends. It was weird how we kind of got connected with each other, but I have been doing some work on the back end of YouTube, some research and stuff like that. And I don't know. He said there was something about me that made him want to trust me enough that one day, when more trust is earned, he has no problem showing me his credentials and the stuff he has and stuff like that. And I know he's for real because we got to talking about Blackwater. And what a lot of people don't know is Blackwater is no longer Blackwater. It has been changed. The name has been changed. And what a lot of people fail to mention is that it is no longer Blackwater, it is now Black Talons. So that I did know, um, thanks to a great friend of mine. And so for him to have that, and as we got in a big, big discussion of it, um, it it really clued me in on this dude knows what he's talking about. He really knows what he's talking about. And then we get on the conspiracy theory of JFK, and the famous grassy knoll and all of that jazz. And he was explaining how the government, he believes, and this is his opinion and nobody else's, but his opinion, that he believes that it was a government cover up, basically, is what it was. And then we got to talking about JFK's brother and just a whole slew of things, and Bohemian Grove and vampires, and just we got on like every topic you can think of. We just bounced around, and like I said, keep your fingers crossed. I'm hoping that very scientifical. We're gonna have to slow it down just a little bit for some of us, myself included. So I'm hoping that I can get him on a show, or at least get a recording, and see if he'll let me air that. Just on his thoughts, opinions, what he's seen, what he's done. He may not be able to go into every detail, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But if nothing else, it just makes for good conversation pieces. But I've spent the last yes, 3 nights conversing with this gentleman, and he, like I said, you guys, he is a genius. And his we got talking about his little nephew, great nephew, and his great nephew is actually a little protege. He's 3 years old, and you guys, the child's already reading, playing numerous instruments because Mr. D, he has himself taught him because he can play almost every single instrument, and I know because I've heard him play live. Piano, bass, guitar, drums. He played drums last night. So I've gotten to witness all of this. So he's not a bullshitter, you guys. I think he's a real one. In other news, health wise, I'm doing great. I'm doing fine. I know a couple of people have messaged me and asked. Um, and sorry if I'm talking a little low. I just, like I said, I'm just chilling. So if it does come across low, I don't know how it's coming across. If it comes across a little low, it's just because it's lunchtime here, and I'm just chilling like a villain. You know, people have called me villains before, going to add me back on that list because I'm to the point in my life at this age and every single thing that I've gone through. My give a fuck button has busted. I no longer give two fucks. I will call you out on your shit. I will name you by name. Don't don't care anymore. So, with the hate that I've gotten over the past 2 weeks for coming back to YouTube, apparently there were people that did not want me to come back. Whether it's because I'm associated with somebody or not, doesn't matter to me. Um, Guess what? I'm back, and I'm not going anywhere. She's not going anywhere. Nope, not going anywhere. But that's okay. Just add me to the list of I give no fucks about what you've got to say. I give no fucks about what you think, nor your opinion. And you can keep hating as long as you hit the thumbs up or thumbs down and keep me in the algorithm. I don't care. Um, Family's good. Family's great. I've been keeping tabs on my kiddos. They're doing good. I'm so very proud of them. Couldn't be more prouder. Proud mom over here. Um, I did read Red Raider had posted in Discord. I don't know if any of you've seen it in Discord, but she posted about skeleton people. And I was like, what in the world? And I think it was wrote by The Onion. And they were talking about skeleton people being found. And not skeletons, but actual people that are skinless, basically, and have nothing but skeletons. Assuming, with, I'm assuming organs and shit inside, they're just skinless. Don't know what to take on that. I'm gonna take it for what you want. Like I said, it was wrote by The Onion, so you may be able to Google it and look it up and find out the information. But I just thought it was a funny piece. I was like, what in the hell? Um, my sugar, I think you guys is a little low. So nerds, please sponsor me because you are my go-to snack right now. So nothing like a little sugar in the morning or at lunch. So if you hear me smacking, that's what it is. And I'm sorry about that, but not really. But kids are doing great, nephews are doing great, sister's doing great. Talked to Vault a couple of days ago. Him and Kat are fine. They're on the mend. They were sick for a little while, and they've been really busy. They got personal stuff going on. And they're fine. So everybody's fine. I'm just wanting to know, how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing good today? Doing okay? I munched on I had a peanut butter sandwich for breakfast, and then I had a half a burrito for lunch. So I've already had my lunch for the day. Have you had your lunch? Like I said, eat you something healthy. If not, do what I did and go all out and go for it. And I'm sipping on a Mickey D's Ice Coke. Ooh, tea with honey. I miss my green teas. I like taking green tea and cutting up an orange and cutting up a lemon and putting in there and then adding honey to it. That's what I like to do with my green tea. I love the taste of orange and green tea together. I don't know why. I just think it pairs very well together. So, and it's cold here. It's been rainy for the past couple days, and it was sunny out a while ago when I looked, but it's supposed to rain again, I think, this evening, storm again this evening. So, you're welcome, Mischievous. No problem asking. I just, like I said, I care about y'all and want to know how you're doing. Want to make sure you're okay. Like I said, this is just it's okay that if you're the only one in chat. Like I said, I figured, it wouldn't be very many people around, and my audience base is kind of filtered off, fell off the map a little bit since I haven't been around very much, and I haven't really been doing a lot of talks lately. Besides little 15-minute videos, which this one's going to go to 20, and then I'm going to call it. But like I said, I'm hoping I can get that gentleman for an interview. May take me a little while. Trust is earned. So, but the conversations that we've been having every night, mind blowing. Absolutely mind blowing. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it for me. It's just cold here. But I will let you guys go. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Hugs, peace, hair grease. See you guys later, lovelies. Bye.